Hello everybody and welcome back to NFTV. Now, I like to bring in the views, don't I? Yeah, we are way up above the Thames down here in London, but I wanted to talk to you today about managers who are favourites for the jobs and your thoughts on what the bookies think are the best people to come in and replace Steve Bruce, which is what all we want. So I'm going to jump on the Mac and we'll have a look. So this is according to Odds Checker, who check all the bets across the market. Steve Bruce is joint favourite. No surprises there as Toon fans, with Nuno Santo as the joint favourite to be sacked first this season. You can see the top 10 there. There's only one big side, which is Manchester United, which is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because their form has recently dipped. Let us know what you think on that. But it doesn't surprise about Steve Bruce, of course it doesn't. However, we need to quickly talk about Manscaped, and this won't take long. Over at manscaped.com, using our code NFTV, you can get a whopping up to 67% off. Not 20%, up to 67% using our code NFTV at the final checkout. Manscaped have just brought out their new trimmer, the 4.0. I've got it. Sam's got it. Johnny's just about to get it because he needs a shave. Carl definitely needs it. Don't you, Carl?
I need help. No, I've just cut me ball sack.
So yes, Carl has cut his balls last week, so make sure you get out to manscaped.com for the premium grooming men's product. The 4.0 trimmer is the best on the market without a shadow of a doubt. 100% is the best out there. Put in our code NFTV, the final checkout, to get your discount and get free international shipping. Now let's get back to the video. Back on Odds Checker from 11th down to 20th, and I'll quickly go through them. Steve Cooper, who's done a fantastic job. I could see him getting a Premier League job very shortly. Has he got the experience? But he is fresh ideas. I wouldn't be 100% against it. Can't see Rafa Benitez coming back at 25-1. That's not happening. That's the same with Kevin Keegan. Does Laurent Blanc really want the struggles of Mike Ashley? You know, he's managed some big clubs already. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst is one that we have been heavily linked to in the past. At 20-1, I think that's a good price. That's an outside bet, I think, for Newcastle to look at, and he'll probably jump at the chance of getting a Premier League side. Nigel Pearson, for someone who is steady Eddie, perhaps to come in. Some people like him, some people don't. I just think we're going square for leave Steve Bruce for Nigel Pearson personally. Mourinho's the dream. Obviously, you got that links with Bobby Robson. I can't see that happening just yet. Maybe towards his end of his career, but then again, he's talked about wanting the Portugal job. Roberto Mancini is a bit of a strange one. He's just won the Euros. He's managed big clubs. That is not happening, people. Steven Gerrard is well thought of and well liked. I know Johnny's a big fan of him. Gerrard is a big favourite of his. He would like to see him come in at Newcastle, but just Gerrard will know all about Mike Ashley. Is it Rangers himself who've had troubles with Mike Ashley in the past? Does Steven Gerrard really want to come down to the Premier League and have the battle against Mike Ashley? Because he's not going to win that battle. You've seen it over the years. Even Rafa Benitez walked out. But sometime in the future, if Ashley wasn't there, that's a good shout, perhaps. And then Andres Villas-Boas, who just misses out in the top 10, you can get him at 16-1. Again, the Bobby Robson link isn't there, but he's been around the block, he's been around Europe. I don't know, will he work on Ashley? I mean, he might do if he gets a chance to come back to the Premier League. But let's take a look at the top 10. This is the one I dread. Mark Hughes. Because I can see it happening. I really can. That's what I fear. That Mark Hughes comes in because he's another dinosaur who's old age, never done out. I think we'll just go square. If we get rid of Bruce and bring Mark Hughes in, I don't think the club is going backwards or forwards. I think it's just square. Paolo Maldini is an interesting one. It's 16-1 as well. I wouldn't be against that. Can he speak good English? Yes, he can. Will he come in and make an influence? He'll be well respected, put it that way, especially with the defenders. So it's a good outside shout. I can't see Didier Deschamps at 16-1 coming to England. Obviously, he's done great things with France. Rafa Benitez, he's not coming anytime soon if Mike Ashley's here. Roberto Martinez, again linked. Shearer, 14-1, is probably my biggest surprise here. Because Shearer come back at 14. Shearer wouldn't work under Mike Ashley. If we had new ownership, I could see that happening. Frank Lampard at 12-1. I'll be alright with that if Frank Lampard come in. I think he's a nice bloke. I think you've done good stuff at Derby, maybe treated unfairly at Chelsea, but if you're going to go to Chelsea, then you know fine well you'll get a payoff being sacked. Not too against Frank Lampard. Chris Wilder, I know, who was it? Johnny again mentioned him when he got Sheffield United into the Premier League. Fantastically well in the first season, awful in the second season. Again, he'll probably jump at the chance to come back to the Premier League side. Graham Jones has also joined the 4-1. I can't see him being made permanently straight away. If Steve Bruce left, I could see him taking the reins for a bit, and then if he goes on and press, yes, I could then see that. And of course, the favourite, which is pictured, is Eddie Howe. Again, I'm not against Eddie Howe coming in. He's done marvellous stuff at Bournemouth. Yes, I know he did take them down, but he's got players up here in Newcastle who he knows. There's 3 players already spring to mind, but you know, you'll give Newcastle fans what they want, which is attacking football. Look, we're not going to go anywhere under Mike Ashley, we know that, but I think a change of manager for me is needed for this squad of players. I don't feel that these set of players are 100% behind Steve Bruce and fully trust him. I think you've already seen that on the touchline, that there's already a manager who's not a manager already there in Graham Jones. But if I had my magic wand and I picked all of these, I would probably just go with Eddie Howe. Right then, so let us know what you lot think of all of those names. Who do you want to see come in if that is Steve Bruce was given the boot by Lee Charney and Mike Ashley? Please let us know your comments down there below, and I'll leave you with some beautiful scenery of London.